Okay, so we need to ready this one, okay, a chair, and then with this stopper, for example, cooking point lah. Okay, so two model for it. Okay, so now you can see this is our player, right? We have our player movement here. Okay, because we wanted to navigate, we wanted to use the net mesh. Okay, so to use the net mesh in your Unity here, okay, in your Unity here, okay, you can have the right click here, you add the net mesh surface. You click this one, net mesh surface, so then you have this. Okay, right click, okay, AI net mesh surface. Okay, and then you back this one, you click back it. Then you can see which area that you can walk through, because mine is very empty, so you can walk through many places. So for your wall, right, so you need to have a collider. If you have many wall, for example, I have a wall here. Make a wall here. So okay, so for this one, okay, for example, I have a wall here. So when I do the net mesh, net mesh surface, so okay, I don't want this one now because have some problem. So I just net mesh this one, then you back for it. The chair no need to back because the chair, right, the sitting points so now you see this you cannot walk through here already. Okay, so for example, I add a wall here lah, and then I add another wall here. You don't need to add wall if you already have the environments, because I don't have, right, so I wanted to show. So this one, the box collider, right? Okay, so the boxes here, so I make it bigger size a bit lah. So I roughly make it like 100. Okay, so I have a box here, 100. So I rename it as a wall lah. This one I make it wall 2. Okay, so now for my wall 2, okay, I make it, the height will be 300. Okay, and then hmm, 50. Oh, 100. So this one is 100. So this one 1000. 800. Okay, roughly lah. For example, this is my wall. So you also can copy paste lah. This one, Control C, Control V. So you put it in this side. Okay, this one tall. So roughly like this. For example, okay, I have a wall, so you cannot move out of this area. Okay, so for example, I have this. Okay, so now you try to make the net mesh. For your chair, we don't want to net mesh. Okay, so we back this one. So now you can see we cannot go through this, enter this wall already. This is the area that we can walk through lah. Okay. So now if we using the net mesh, okay, our player here, okay, you need to put this net mesh agent. So net mesh agent, you search for add component, so you search for agent, so net mesh agent, you add this one. So this one you can modify lah, how fast your character want to move. I put 50 lah. If you want faster, you can put faster lah. For testing, you can put faster lah, or else it take time, right? So you can put it faster a bit. So if you want a real game, so you can reduce the speed lah. Okay. For presentations, you also speed up. Okay, so this one is a stopping distance. So you stop before it. Okay, something like this. For your player, you can this one. If you want the camera follow your player, you can drag your cameras to here. Okay, drag to here. So once like this, so whenever you walk, right, so you can see the behind of the characters lah. Okay, so this one done. Okay, I repeat this one. Okay, for example, this one is too low already, right? Okay, so means that you can walk through it, right? So you need to add a net mesh obstacle. So then when you do backing, right? Okay, so now you see it cannot walk already. The blue color means that the place that you can walk. So if you can jump here, so it means that you can walk here lah. But now you cannot go through up here, so means that cannot walk lah, unless you have go through this one. Impossible for your humans to walk here, right? So for this one obstacle, right, so no more walk here lah. So it will be passed by, so it will be go through this way lah. So you just add the obstacles toward it. Okay, so now we need to use the codings, okay, for our player movement. Okay, so for agents movement, right, okay, make sure that your player have agents, so then you can work. Okay, so for your scripting, I think I sent you all better stuff. Okay, so you're not CV, right? This is a place level, right? Is it this one? Okay, so add the rigid body to your characters for your player. Okay, search for rigid body, so add into it. Already add? So if you already add, okay, so you can add this one. Make sure you have the net mesh agent, you have the rigid body, and you have the player movement. So for your coding, you need to have this one using Unity Engine.ai. Okay, we add the move speed because we wanted, right? Okay, and then this one rigid body RB. Okay, the rest I think the same. So this is the code point. So public transform the code point. So this is the code point. Now we create a empty. Okay, you right click, create empty. Okay, so you put your cook points in front of your stove or your cooking point. So means that your player will move to here. Is it okay? So right click, this one right click, empty. So rename it as a cook point. Then you put in front of your cooking point. Okay, right click, create empty. So you can type cook point. Okay, cooking point. Okay, cook also can. So make these points right. Okay, in front of. Okay, make this point. Okay, in front of roughly in front of your stove lah, for example, roughly here. Okay. Or cook point. Okay, so now this one, okay, you need to add this one, bool cook equals to false. Is it okay? And then this one, start RB equals to get components rigid body. For your update, okay, CMD here, you add this one. So if you calling, you speak up cook, so it will be goes to enables the cook. So the set bool will be walking to the cook point destination. Okay, so you can type this one if cook, and then goes to the destination, agent.destination. Okay, so then this one is the one that you, okay, when he arrived already, okay, reach the destination, so the cook, the walking animation will be false, so no more walking. Then your cook will become false, sit also become false lah. Okay, in case it suddenly like that, because later we have a seat ma, right? So now you attach this script, to your players. Okay, so for your player, you need to put it sitting point, where is your sitting point and where is your cook point. Okay, done. So done. If you done, so you can start testing. Okay, is it your player able to walk to the destination? If cannot, please put up your hand lah. Okay, for the animators, I put any state and then I put it here lah, because if any state, right, so he no need to like every time he need to finish the idle state only goes through this state. He can directly jump to this state. Okay, so for my sitting, right, I put no exit time lah. Okay, and then my transition duration 0. So means that I don't want make it slowly transitions to another animation. I directly goes to that animation. But this one is depends. Some person he don't want immediately change to that animation, right? You want slowly change from the idles to the walking. So you can put some values here. Okay, so you can change your animator to this, and then make sure that you have this one and then with this one. Can you change this? Okay, you check your animations, your characters. Okay, for your walk animation, this one is sitting, right? So you need to edit, make sure you have loop your times here. So means that he will be continue playing looping for the animation. For your walk as well, this one is my walking, right, animation. So make sure your animations, it will have the loop time. Okay, apply the loop time. 这是我的人物吗？ Okay. Okay, make sure your characters your animations, you have a loop time, walk, sitting, and then with the idols you can have a loops. Okay, so suppose no issue already. Apply this one. Also can have a look. Okay. So suppose you can try again and see your characters. Okay, sit, cook. Okay. Okay, so for your sitting, right? Okay, you can. Do you have a chair already? So this one is your chair, right? Okay, I make it is a trigger. I make a box collider trigger. So when my player reach the chair, okay, then only sit down. Correct. So you can see my codings are sitting and cooking is different. When I'm cooking, right? Okay, so after I'm sitting, you can do the same thing for your cooking. When reach the destination, then only start do the animation with cooking. Correct or not? If you cook already, then you start animation cooking. So weird, right? Because you haven't reached the place, then you start the animation, right? Okay. So now for your chair, right? You can see, when we have the seat, right, we go to that position, right? Okay, now you can see this is our coding. When we trigger enter, we reach that area. Okay, and this one because of okay, I disable the agent is because of agents is always force the player to the ground, so it's unable to sit on the chair. He will be sit under the chair. So I force my agents to be forced first. So and then I make my position start my sit position. Okay, and then this one lah. So I send this coding to you. You attach this one to your chair here. Okay.